Hi guys, how are you doing? What's up everybody? Mko aje? Natumai mko poa. Natumai mmelindwa na Mungu. Natumai that everything is well with you guys. It is well with me. I really thank God. God has been amazing. God has been so good. God has been so faithful. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that anytime I get to upload a new video, YouTube will automatically notify you. To my returning subscribers, you know I love you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for always choosing me, and thank you so much for always tuning in. To our new subscribers, welcome to this beautiful channel with positive vibes for sure, and always it's always a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you so much, loves, for your kind words down there in the comment section. Thank you so much for the immense love that you've been showing you guys. It's your love that makes me sit where I'm sitting now, to just bring you, good content and good vibes. And without wasting any time, anytime you see me sitting down, you just know that I'm about to bring you someone whom you love, someone who inspires us a lot, someone whom people currently are showing love, like people are really supporting him. The person I'm about to introduce you guys, from start we all knew him as a comedian. Yes, we all knew him as a comedian. But today, that comedian has turned up to be an amazing person. Has turned up to be a person that, a shoulder that people now lean on. The comedian has turned up to be a useful person in the society. And today I celebrate him. And I decided I'm not going to celebrate him alone. Hello? I'm bringing him to my people so that we can see what we love about him. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Erick Omondi. Yes. Someone was reminding me that nowadays he calls himself Erick Omondi hashtag Baba Kyla, because her wife gave birth recently to a baby girl, and we are proud of him and his family. May the Lord always keep enlarging their territories. I know you all wondering, why today, Victoria today? Why just Erick Omondi? Why not someone else? But I usually tell you, loves, that at times we give credit to where it's supposed to be. At times, if something is good, we have to speak it up. At times, when somebody is really doing amazing, we have to remind him that you are doing an amazing job. And we are super proud of you. Personally, I knew him as a comedian. I'll not lie. And the first time I encountered some few years ago, I saw him on Churchill. And you all know that when you see someone on Churchill, definitely is a comedian. But from last year but one ending the whole of last year, we've started 2023. There is something special happening with this guy. There is something special that Erick Omondi is doing that people have not yet realized. The guy came up with sisi kwa sisi movement, the slogan that I love so much, the slogan that I use so much. Because indeed, up to where we are, even as a country, even as a people, it's just sisi kwa sisi movement. Even as a family, things have reached at a point where it's just you to support you. The guy has been on live for almost 1 week, contributing money. Today, I've watched him tonight, and he was contributing to those children that he got in Kisumu, in an orphanage. Around seven children sleeping on one bed. And he said, no, something has to be done. The guy is really doing an amazing job. But I've realized people are not yet supporting him the way I feel like people should be supporting him. For those who are watching me and maybe you are not getting this Swahili slogan that says sisi kwa sisi movement. Sisi kwa sisi movement, it means that, in life, in everything's perspective, it reaches to a point you realize that maybe who was supposed to support you, or someone who was supposed to hold your hand, he or she is not holding your hand. And you realize that by the end of the day, it's just you and me who has to stand and put hands together, put minds together, and support us. That is what the slogan simply means. I saw him when he was struggling with the baby who passed on recently. Erick really tried. He really worked hard. He meant good for that baby. I think it's wrong to mention the baby's name because he's no more. But Erick tried. He really wished well for that baby. But God had other plans for that small baby. And today I decided, because we said we are a new generation that looks at somebody according to positive perspective. That's the main idea as to why I sat here and I said, let's see this boy, or let's see this young man who can afford to go buy bundles of unga and go contribute to people. You know, when Erick said about sisi kwa sisi movement, yes, personally I knew we've got people who are going through a lot with the economic crisis in our country at the moment. I know we even have people who can't even afford put food on the table. But when you remember this slogan that says that it's sisi kwa sisi movement, like if you have something, support me. You can't afford to have a lot of food. You eat until you throw others in dustbin, whereby your neighbor, and yet your neighbor is sleeping hungry. It's not that way. It's sisi kwa sisi movement. Erick has said, and that slogan really, it gave me some goosebumps, because when you watch those lives that Erick is doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that's when you will know that people are going through a lot. That's when you will know that we have even children who did well in school, in primary schools, but they are not yet in high school, because the parents have tried and they are saying like, hey, tumejaribu sana. But Erick is there. One thing I would have wished is we as Kenyans and everyone globally, when such a people rises, you know, they are just vessels. Yes, they are just vessels. When such a people raises, we have to give them maximum support. You know, someone just reminded me that with support, it should come from your heart. For you just to decide and say that I'll click on Victoria Mima's YouTube channel and watch her content, it comes from heart, loves. It comes from heart. Like in the deepest part of your heart, you feel like, I have to support this lady. That is what I wish everyone will be able to tell, that if Erick is doing this, we can come in as many as we can and support and make sure that even as we are eating good diets and everything good, we make sure that even our neighbors at least have something to put on the table. That slogan melted my heart. And by that slogan has reminded me of something. That it's us to support us. No one else will come from outside and support us. It is us to try as much as we can and support one another. Loves, maybe even you know of one of your neighbors who has a kibanda and selling veggies and tomatoes. Stop again fueling your car to go buy from I don't know where. Yet you are living here, your neighbor has those things, but you are saying that we are aliongeza 10 bob. No, loves, it is sisi kwa sisi movement. Let's have that heart that is willing to support. That heart that is willing to try as much as we can to just ensure that even as we are enjoying life, even as we have some things we've kept for ourselves and for our children, let's ensure that even our neighbors, at least they can smile. Ladies and gentlemen, when you go watch those lives that Erick Omondi is contacting, you will realize that people are going through a lot. I've seen in the recent live whereby he got some two girls who have to go and attended to India, and Kenyans and everyone really came through. And I was very happy. There is nothing that makes my heart feel good like seeing someone who is willing to support one another. It really melts my heart. It really makes me feel good. Ladies and gentlemen, Erick Omondi deserves our support. And I wish even our Kenyan politicians could stop this madness of going all over with 100 cars for one person when we still have people sleeping hungry. It's time even for them to join Erick Omondi and make sure that no one is suffering. Make sure that even the people, watoto wa maskini, they are going to school. We should break these levels, guys, where we say that watoto wa matajiri na watoto wa maskini. Hapana. We are all equal in the before the Lord. We are all equal, guys. We need to start having that heart that is able and willing to support one another. It is Sisi kwa Sisi movement. A powerful slogan brought to us by Erick Omondi. Erick Omondi is all over. Erick Omondi is on Facebook with a huge following. He's on Instagram with a huge following. He is on YouTube with a huge following. Even you going and subscribe to his channel. Even you going and follow him on Facebook or on Instagram. You are supporting him in one way or the other. So that even at times when he does things, at times you'll get that maybe some money needed and he didn't get all of them from us. I'm sure at times he goes into his pocket. This guy deserves our support, loves. This guy deserves our support. Let's give him full support, because by the end of the day, it is Sisi kwa Sisi movement. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for always choosing me. Thank you so much for always choosing this beautiful YouTube channel. I want to wrap up this video at this particular point. Kindly tell me down there in the comment section what you think about Erick Omondi. Let's interact on positive vibe only. And I wish to see you loves in my next video.